Hi all. I just want to go through some trades I did last week on my strategy that I'm doing. Just before we start, just want a disclaimer. This is educational only. It's not financial advice, okay? So it's just educational. So that's out of the way. So, okay. So this is, I demoed this strategy. All right, and I'm just going to go through some of these trades that I've done here. As you can see, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins, 2 losses, and 1 didn't go through. All 2%. The news took me out on one of them, which I'll show you. So I got a little break even here, and I want a 1 because I cut it because of the weekend. So I think it worked out 9% up if it was but this is a demo account because I'm testing the strategy. So it is the fibs, basically top down analysis from the daily, okay, and then the 4 hour, and dropping down to the 30-minute, and then looking for areas to get in. But let me just you'll see what I mean when I do that. It's on the video as well, one of the last videos I just done. So I do the fibs 30-minute and the fibs 4 hour, and then I sometimes drop down to the 5-minute. Okay, look for entries, and this is what this is here. Okay, if you want to know about this strategy, let me know, but let me just go through some of the stuff. Okay, so we're going to do first, we're going to do USD Chef. So here we got the 4 hour, okay? So again, like I said, I marked the daily and the previous day. So the previous day before. So let me just go what I would have done quickly so you can see what I would have done. Okay, so I marked the day with the black candle, and then I mark a horizontal line for the open and close, vertical line down, and then I mark a green one for the present day at the time. Okay, so what I would have done then is I would have gone to the 4 hour. Okay, and then what I do is I mark the previous, the 4 hour high and the 4 hour low, as you see there. Once I've done that, I drop down to the 30-minute to see what the score is with it. Okay, so what I'm looking for is a breaker structure, the high or low, depends on what it is. Okay, so previous day high, previous day low. We are looking for, if we go on the 4 hour quickly now, I also go on impulse to see what the trend is, and this was trending up. As you can see here, I'm waiting for the pullback on the 4 hour. Okay, so my target area is here, so pull back up and then shoot back down. So it's hit roughly the area that I want to pull back in, so I know it's going to go up, and the impulse is saying it's going up, so I look at impulse as well. Okay, which gives me, and the impulse you can get is part of the community. If you want to know more about that, let me know. So we're looking for a buy. Okay, sorry, yeah, looking for a buy. Then we go on to the 30-minute. Okay, now as you can see here, okay, the previous day high, previous day low. Okay, it dropped down, it pushed back up. Okay, so it broke structure. Now I put my fibs out to see if it pulled back. Okay, and I check if there's any 30-minute fair value gaps. Now there was one here and there was one here, right? So also I marked down the previous low there, and I marked the day's low. The last day, because this is the previous day here, this is the previous day here, this is the day that I did it, and I marked the low, right? So what I did is I put if I jumped on the 5-minute, you'll see, okay, I've got the fair value gap here, and the fair value gap there, push through this one, and what I did is it broke the Bollinger Band here and here, and then broke structure there. So then I put my fibs from the bottom to the top, and then wanted to come back to fill this fair value gap up on the 30-minute. Let me just rewind that quickly. So say I had that then, and then I go, right, okay, I'm gonna I went on the 71 there, put it in, and then touched it, and then boom, straight off, and then straight up. Yeah, easy as that. So all the reason why I like to go from the 4 hour the previous day, sorry, the daily off a daily. Well, I know what the daily is doing for the day, okay? But I've also got my targets, roughly where it's going to go, and if it lines up, as you can see here, now, if I go on the 4 hour, my target area is up here. So Impulse tells me exactly what's happening, if it's trending up or trending down. Now, if it doesn't align, now I like it from the 5 minute to the 4 hour minimum. If at the daily, then even better. If it doesn't line up, I won't touch it. Also, I try and trade the euros, the USD now, and the British pound, only because of the volume. That's the reason why I do that now. I just do them pairs. Okay. So you just got to know where you are in a trend. Let me just go with the chart. Sorry. Let me just go now. There's got one here now. Again. Okay, we've got the low, the high. This is my range because this high here was broken. Okay, this was my low, then it broke. So this became my new high, became my new low. Then it popped back down. This then broke, this low broke this high, which then believes this is my new high. This is my new low. There's my range. Then it's pulling back. Now, Impulse was telling me it's going up. So I go, right, okay, let me go. And I go on the daily. Okay, but I'll probably go on the daily first, because when I press Impulse, it'll tell me anyway if it's going up. Then I'll then mark it. I go on Impulse first. That's the first thing I do. So here, okay, previous day, it was going up. I'm assuming it's going to go back up again. So I marked previous day. Okay, and then what I would have done, I would have gone the 4 hour, obviously, for doing that. Okay. I got the high, previous day low, and then I already gone on the 30 minute. Okay, as I said, it's trending up. So what we got? Okay, now it's pushing back down here. So if we just go back to the 4 hour quickly. All right. Okay, it's come past. Okay. 70 to 71 and it's pushing down, but I wanted to show you what I was going to do. So what I like is if I jump onto the 30 minute, okay, again, broke structure here, it's pushing up, so that's, to me, it's trending up. It then came back down, broke structure again. Now, because it broke structure again, I'm looking for another pullback. All right, so I would jump down to the 5 minute. All right, like I said, this here has broke all these highs. So now I'm looking for an area to get in. Okay, now you had previous day. This would have been the normal day, today's day. There's been low for the day. I then would have checked on the 30 minute for a fair value gap, which have been there. So look, there's a fair value gap there. Yeah, fair value gap there, little tiny one there as well. Until yeah, look, bang on that. Okay, push back there. Then I would have came to the charts here and the fair value gap here as well. Fair value gap here. I've got a 5 minute fair value gap. So I would have come to the charts probably here. Okay, bounced off this fair value gap here, pushed back up, broke structure again. Alright, and then I go, well, let me put my fibs out because it broke structure here. Alright, broke structure here, and pull it back down again. This is a fair 30 value gap, 30 minute fair value gap, and I've got a 5 minute fair value gap as well. So I'd put my fibs from the low to the high, 71, bang on the 71, right in the middle of the 5-minute fair rally gap, and then the 5-minute fair rally gap and the 30-minute fair rally gap. And then I would have set my pen in, and then we'd have played it off, came back down, tapped it, and then went up like a rocket. Or did it? Can't remember. Yeah, and then tapped it there, bang. So that was it. Let me just take this off. So that's one. Let me another one. Right, this is another one. I think this is the one. Yeah. So this was one here. I've took this one off already. If we just look here again, took down the 5-minute. It would have been trending up again. Broke structure, pulled back down, banker's candle, and fair rally gap. But this one here, I didn't jump in straight away because I'm not sure, but I got an RSI. Now this RSI is an indicator which is done by one of our mentors. They give me the RSI indicator and then boom, straight up on one. I used this for an extra confirmation, so I wasn't sure at the time. It touched my banker's candle as well, and then give me an RSI and then straight up on one. So that was a good one. Right, okay, so this one here, again, I would have gone to the daily. So I would have marked again, straight line down, straight across. All right, previous day, previous high, low and high, and then I would have gone down to the 4 hour. Okay, and now again, now this is, I think this one, if this system are rightly, this one lost. Yeah, this one lost, so a bit of transparency here. Now, I know why it lost. Okay, broke structure coming up. Now I'm looking for it to pull down. Now, I'm looking to come out more down. Impulse said it was coming down, and it didn't hit the 71 yet. So when it hits 71, then I'm looking for an up move, okay? But at the time, I'm looking for a down move because it hasn't pulled out far enough. So I'm going to jump down to the 30-minute. Now, see that it did take me out, and the reason why it didn't basically take me out, it was all because of news. So this one here, okay, broke structure, pulled back. Okay, it didn't break structure here. Okay, it broke structure here, but didn't break this. Did more of a low one. I would like it to break more, and then pull back up. All right. So if you just, for instance, if you just put the fibs from there to there, it wouldn't pull down further enough anyway. All right. So for me, it didn't break structure. Yes, it broke here, but I'd like it to pull further down here and then pull back up. It didn't. So I don't know. For some reason, I put that on and I was hoping it was going to there. It didn't pull back far enough. To me, it should have been there or there. Yeah, it didn't do what I should have done, and I lost this one. So I'd break a bit more of a structure and then pull back. And look, broke structure here, pull back, but didn't pull back far enough. That would have been, if it did, it could jump in there. But yeah, okay. So there's one there. Let me look at another one. Okay, yeah. So this one, if I just rewind this one slightly. Okay, I would have jumped on again. Again, we'll mark the 4 hour, but just because daily anyway. So, okay, so we're looking for an area to calm. Oh, if you look at this, there's the low, there's the high. This high here was broken, so this is the low, this is the high. There's my range. Then we're looking for four fibs out, high and low, 71, bang, hit 71 and starts pulling up. Now, my target area for this is up here, okay, because if you put the trade out on the long, okay, if you do the 2 to 1s, so my trade would have been roughly, just for instance, say there, right, a bit more. Like just for instance, say there. So my target would have been roughly about there. Alright, so for me, I'm looking for an up move, and it was, Boss was saying up again. So what I did, I came back, like obviously my previous day high, previous day low, right, and then I jumped down to the 30-minute, and what I seen on this, again, is breaking high, low, and then breaking these highs. So this is becoming my high and low, and then it pushed back down, didn't push my fern off. Now if you again put a fibs out from there, now this high broke this high, so this low broke this high, so my fibs would have been there. No, hits that and push back up again. Right, break structure, so this is the new low. Okay, there's my range. Right, so okay, there's my range there. It didn't tap into it. Let me just see what happened. I put an R, this one was an RSI as well on a 30-minute. Now it tapped into it there again, RSI, bang, straight in. Alright, so just think, have I done this one already? Let me have a look. No, that was on a different one, but I did an RSI on the same pair, but did an RSI on it as well. So yeah, this was on a 30-minute RSI, and so what happens is I could have tapped in there and I could have got like a little one there as well. But what I did a 1-to-1 on this, right? RSI came in on a 30-minute, got flat top, flat bottom, broke the flat top, and I entered on the close of the first candle, and I got a little 1.23, okay, which went to the top of the high there on that. And that was it. Now, again, if you think about it, I could have gone, right, for the low of that. I could have gone there. And I could have got a nice little 2-to-1 on this one. Right, because this is a low. Didn't break here, so this is still my low. Pulled back, yes, but then it pushed back up. That's my range, okay. Fibs out for the bottom to the top. 71 there, pushed up, and then well, we got easy little. So you could have got it on the RSI and also got it on the 71 fibs, okay. Broke structure, 71 out, pulled back and up. Does that make sense? That's just a few of the trades I've done. Just want to be transparent. I did lose, like I said, I did lose a couple. Let me just look at the other one that I lost. Let me just go on that one. Yeah, this is the one I did lose as well. And I'll just reason why I lost this. Okay, so it broke structure here, pushed back down, and then I had my high here. So let me just have a look at the setup. Before this, let's have a look. So it was trending down, right? So where is it? Okay, so it broke structure, then fine, but it pulled back. Now I should have waited. Now I didn't get in here, I got in down here when it pulled back again. I had a fair value gap on this one here. So the fair value gap was on this side here. I should have waited to broke structure, pull back and then gone, but it just went blue straight through. If you look at there, it didn't break structure. So it has to break structure first, pull back, and then I push around. That's what I was waiting for, but it didn't do it. So yeah, not the greatest one. but again, I should have waited for breaker structure. Yeah, it is what it is. Even if I put it on, I could have got one there, but there's nothing there for in that area, so hence why I didn't put it on. The fair valley gap there, it should have come back, filled it in, but it didn't. It just pushed through, blew it out. So yeah, a little bit of transparency for the wins and losses. So hope you like the videos. Let me know what you think. Like I said, my strategy's on the YouTube channel, so hope you like it. But yeah, let us know. And right, cool. If you want to do a video, Zoom call or anything like that, just let me know, and yeah, we can go through some stuff with you. Not a problem. I'm happy to help. Okay, cheers.